Not far from the Italian city of Naples is the royal palace of Caserta. It is one of the most magnificent and splendid palaces ever commissioned by a sovereign. King Charles of Bourbon wished it to compete with the palaces of Versailles and Schönbrunn. Architect Luigi Vanvitelli designed and begun the work, with the first stone being laid on the morning of January the 20th, 1752. However, Vanvitelli died in 1773 and his son Carlo went on to complete his father's masterpiece. The original schedule for completion had been 10 years, but due to many delays over the years it wasn't completed until 1780. Vanvitelli's enthusiasm diminished and work slowed down when Charles abdicated and left Naples to become King of Spain in 1759. The facade of the building is a delicate salmon colour. The total surface area is 44,000 square metres. It is 42 metres high by 250 metres long, boasting 1,200 rooms, getting light from 1,790 windows. Facing the royal staircase is a colossal statue of Hercules. The lateral niches contain copies of ancient sculptures, as do the ones on either side of the staircase. The staircase is a genuine symbol of Vanvitelli's talent. It is guarded by 2 white marble lions, symbolising the powers of reason and weapons. It comprises a central flight with 2 parallel flights leading to an impressive first-floor landing. During midnight mass on Christmas night 1784, the Palatine Chapel inauguration took place. There are many grand halls in the palace which were created for entertaining and for giving honour to great peoples. The Guards of Honour Hall with its grand chandeliers contains a marble statue of Alessandro Farnese crowned by victory. The Hall of Alexander contains paintings of King Charles and the Battle of Velletri and the abdication of the throne by King Charles in favour of his son Ferdinand. Above the ancient marble fireplace is a white marble profile of Alexander the Great, flanked by 2 basalt sphinxes. The Hall of Mars is a celebration of military virtues and was for entertaining officers, foreign diplomats, along with noblemen, barons of the kingdom and other dignitaries. The Four Seasons rooms, starting with the Conversation Hall, was where the King and Queen entertained their many guests. The throne room is rich in gilded decorations, and the gilded wooden throne is carved with winged lions and mermaids. In 1768, Queen Maria Carolina founded the 3-roomed Palatine Library. The Hall of the Nativity, originally built to entertain the court, was reconstructed and restored in 1988. There are intertwining scenes of aspects and themes of the Far East, with moments of rural life. This portico is referred to as the telescope due to the visual effect of the scenic course of the park. The Palace Park is a symmetrical and ordered Italian garden. It begins in front of the north facade of the palace with a simple green meadow and follows an ascending route which culminates in the monumental fountain of Diana and Actaeon. The park extends over an area of some 300 acres and has a total of 6 fountains which you will pass as you make your way along. If this is too much for you to walk, you can always take a horse and cart ride, which will cost you in the region of €100. Water from the lake is occasionally used to douse the odd bushfire. Not to be missed is the English Garden, designed by the botanist John Andrew Grafer, who arrived from London in 1786. This enchanting oasis was dedicated to Venus, the goddess of beauty. Again, the salmon pink stonework is evident in the house in which he lived. Grafer immediately had greenhouses and nurseries installed for the cultivation of exotic plants. Here, among other things, grew the first camellia plant brought from Japan. These once grand greenhouses and school for botanists now lie abandoned, although some of the nurseries are still in use. Situated a few kilometres from the palace is the medieval village of Caserta and Casertavecchia, founded by the Longobards in the 8th century, and the original and rightful name holder of Caserta, literally translated means Old Caserta. Overlooking the village is the ruins of the old castle with its tower still intact. In 1960, Caserta and Casertavecchia was designated an Italian national monument. Caserta and Casertavecchia has a few churches. The grandest of them is the Cathedral of St. Michael Arcangelo. The building has a distinctive octagonal lantern and a rectangular bell tower. After passing under the great arches of the tower, you enter the scenic Bishop's Square, overlooked by the cathedral. The exterior has symbolic animals and dates back to the 12th century. The windows and doors are highlighted by frames of white marble. The interior has 3 majestic naves with gravestones and tombs of bishops, lords and gentlemen. This picturesque village, clinging to the foot of Monte Virgo and within sight of Mount Vesuvius, still preserves its medieval charm, but is not entirely untouched by modern-day trappings. There are a few nice pizzerias. An unusual but welcome sight is the arrival of a mobile shop which keeps the locals supplied with fresh produce. The contrast between this beautiful medieval village of Casertavecchia and the modern-day city of Caserta are quite obvious. But both have their own charms, and one comes away from them feeling a sense of satisfaction from having explored places of interest and beauty.